Hello, my friends. This is Ayanna Mojica, Wisdom Medicine Woman, and I'm sharing with you from the beautiful, colorful, mystical, magical, artistic, cultural city of Oaxaca, Mexico. There's so much energy here. I believe it's a vortex. And more people who are interested in the higher level conversation and interested in eating more light and taking in more light and becoming more light are coming. So this is a Solitarian update, and so much has happened in 1 week. And I want to just share a little bit about the higher level conversation and what has happened in just 1 week. In 1 week, I had a podcast, Creating Your Holistic Lifestyle. I have been invited to create a documentary film. I have been introduced to La Doctora Rosa Campo Alegre, a Cuban scholar. And wow, I mean, the conversation just keeps getting higher and higher and higher and higher. It really does. The rains are here, and so everything's turning lush and green, and all the beautiful insects, and the birds are happy. Los burritos, they're happy because instead of eating like like straw, they're getting green herbs, green grass. They're able to take in more of that solar energy, that frequency into their selves and do the work they're called to do as a burro. What a life. But I love burritos. How much light are you taking in these days? So that's the question. How much light are you ingesting every day? Write that down in your comments. The light can be directly from the sun when we are gazing, communicating with the solar being at sunrise, an hour before, around sunrise, and an hour before sunset, which is actually the best times to take in that sun through our pineal, through all the cells in our body. It's not just through the pineals, not just through the eyes. You are taking that sun in, that energy that's coming from the solar being. You're receiving it and then taking it. And if you purposefully, if you consciously choose to eat light and communicate with this amazing solar being in our solar system, consciously connecting, I invite you to document the results. Your before and after. I invite you to keep a journal for anywhere from a month to 3 months and document the results. Now, here's a caveat. If you're just a beginner, gazing at the sun and taking that sun energy in, start with your eyes closed because the energy can come through the eyelids and the third eye, and of course every other part of your beingness. Just start with 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes, 5 seconds. 5 seconds a day. Do that for several days. Do that for a week. Do that for 21 days. 5 seconds a day. Taking that energy in. And start there, and then you can build your capacity to ingest more light. And you will find that your communication with the solar being becomes more intimate, as though you're in a relationship, which you are. Not only do we need to be connected to the great earth and all the energy that's in the great earth, the great mother, we need to be connected to the solar being, the great energy of the great father, if we could say that. So that's one way to take in more light, to eat more light, to ingest more light. The other way is being careful with your thoughts. Being careful with your thoughts. That's why I love calling this the higher level conversation, the HLC, the higher level conversation. Because when we master our thoughts and we check our thoughts, even when it seems that some type of negativity or gossip or tragedy or trauma, whatever in that specific scale of just a little bit of something happened that triggered you or made you feel bad, to like a major thing, I assure you that when you cultivate and master the mind, you will be able to see all the good that's in every situation, because you choose to, not because something negative happened and we're disregarding it, but because we can feel it, we can have the emotion behind it, and then we can shift our perspective and we take in more light. Otherwise, we can repeat the negativity, and now we're creating more negativity. We're going to create more light in our thoughts, our words, and our actions, our motivations, and our hearts, right? So this is real important. The solitarian journey, the journey to eating and ingesting more light, is exactly that. It's not only the food and the energy we're taking in, it's not only the sunlight that we're ingesting, it's also the specific, purposeful choosing of higher level conversation filled with light in our thoughts, in our words, our actions, our motivations. There's so much good happening in the world right now. There are so many of my new friends from around the world reaching out and wanting to connect, wanting to do things together, wanting to co-create, wanting to invite me to be the consultant. It's what's being created with the new language. Remember, we talked about the new language of this new second earth, I like to call it, that's emerging very quickly, by the way. This is Ayanna Mojica, Wisdom Medicine Woman here in Oaxaca. I encourage you in the higher level conversation. I encourage you to choose the highest frequency of light in every area, every aspect of your world, including what we're ingesting. I also invite you to continue to comment, because I will respond. Continue to like, subscribe, share. If you're receiving benefit from this, share this with your best friend. Share this with your network, because if you're attracted to this, that means you're vibing at a higher level of a conversation, and that means either your friends and family are dropping off, or you're finding that others are attracted to you as well. You have a new tribe. And then together, you sharing this and me sharing you, we rise up in the higher level conversation and we create what we want to create, because we are master creators. And wow, can we create with this solar energy much more than we could ever have found phantom in the past. I bless you today. Oh my gosh, I am so deeply thankful and grateful for you and all the blessings that I'm receiving as I continue sharing this work with you and the hundreds and thousands and millions of others who will pick up this video in time. I bless you. De Oaxaca, Mexico, and so it is, so it is, and so it is.